and you're smoking a joint. That's pretty much your standard position, okay?
Usually I prefer playing standing up, but sitting down, you know, when you're coming up and stuff and just like, you know, doodling around and stuff. That's pretty much it. Lately I've had to play more guitar, so.
You always seem to have a guitar in your hand. Does that go back to when you were a little kid?
Originally, the first instrument was drums, Kev, like honest, and then classical piano, but couldn't get the Kiss songs to sound right on the classical piano, so got my dad to bought me a classical guitar, these nylon strings, and the same day I met an older guy in the school, and he had a guitar, I guess. Now I know it was an electric guitar, but what I noticed first is that it had metal strings on it. So I went back downstairs to the person who was selling the guitar and bought some metal strings and put that, in the process cracked the neck of the guitar, just put tape on it, but it sounded a lot better right then and there. And that was like, from then on to more of a distorted sound and, you know,
cool.
Blah, blah, blah.
You said it didn't sound like a Kiss, like Kiss records or the way Kiss songs sounded, and that made you go to a guitar. Was Kiss one of the first records, the first bands that grabbed you?
It's the first record I bought with my own money, like out of my, what do you call it?
Allowance?
Where you put the money inside
the bank, piggy bank.
The piggy bank? Okay, yeah, the Kentucky Fried Chicken piggy bank. And I remember cracking that, going to buy Kiss record, and coming back home, and there was an electricity failure, and I didn't get to hear the record until the next day. So I got to look at the record a lot.
So you actually stared at Kiss and took in all the visual shit before you heard the music even, eh?
Plus I'm French, so I didn't understand like 3/4 of the stuff that, you know, because there was the lyrics inside and stuff, and their names, and who was who, and all that kind of stuff. It didn't take long to go and buy records that looked exciting.
Yeah.
So the next one I bought was Meatloaf Bat Out of Hell, just because of the cover.
Right.
So, and I guess some of the melodies, you know, like a lot of records in that era, about like, you know, records, Tees from, there was a band from Ontario with the Ziggy Stardust record. I bought Aladdin Sane first because, you know, you had makeup on. And then somebody told me, no, that's not the good one. And then I bought the Ziggy one. That didn't have a school cover.
Yeah.
You know, but I like the songs better on that record. And that's when I found out it was about Mick Ronson. Mick Ronson was, you know, an excellent guitar player, and I found out about him a bit later and blah, blah, blah.
You played bass in Intergalactic Rockstars for years as we got this fucking ship rolling. You've been known to play the drums for us. Sometimes when we're writing, you'll come up with a keyboard part. You sing. Now you're playing guitar all the time. Does any one of those ones do it for you? Like, as far as is rock defined on one of those for you, or all of them?
Whatever needs to be done to do the job at the moment, you know. And I always find it a challenge to take it. You know, it's just part of the evolution of liking to do things. I like to think that my specialty is rock.
Yeah.
And on all fronts, you know, so to understand how Kevin feels, it was great to sit behind the drums and know, it's like beyond just sitting there by him coming up with a rhythmic section that's so tight, but now I was actually, could see you guys, how you react to the drums and everything, so, you know, I you know, like a guy that starts in a company and starts in the mine, you know, and you know, he starts, you know, digging and stuff, and then at one point he's wearing a suit and he's deciding who's going to go dig. You know what I mean? Like, it sort of looks like that. And I really, when we craft a song, I really feel like I have a grasp on every aspect of it, and I enjoy every aspect of it. Not necessarily by saying blah, blah, blah and talking, but just in my own little corner, I take every little aspect of building a song and what's about rock and roll and really take it and enjoy every aspect of it. Yeah, to the fullest.
When you went and you bought those Bowie records and that Kiss record, and you sat there staring at the photos and being blown away by what you saw, and you listened to it and it affected your life like that, does it ever fucking cross your mind, dude, that some kids will buy Planet Fame or a Next record or or listen to you talking about music on this DVD and that'll inspire them?
It's all about passing the flame, man. That's what it's about. Rock and roll, or any form of art for that matter, because, you know, you talk to painters and they get, you know, I don't really get along with those kind of people or whatever. They say they say they feel that kind of thing when it comes to their art, you know?
Yeah.
So, it transcends, you know, like we're the chosen ones, whatever, you know, to represent, you know, what rock and roll has chosen us as catalysts, you know, for that force. I think is music, man. It's really intense, you know, like we just keep on doing what people have done before us and people are going to keep doing after us. It's just, yeah, that's what we do. You know, there's no way around it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, boom, you want to learn how to do this, pick it up and just travel and, you know, do what you got to do. But that's what it is, and you'll know if that's what you have to do, because it's not. It's almost like as much as you like it, it chooses you also. You know what I mean?
And when did you know that rock music and being in a rock band and writing songs and playing your guitar with your cock out, you know, when did you know that had chosen you?
Really, really early. Mom tells me a story because I don't remember because after she burns the bubble. But my mother told me that she's, you know, making food in the kitchen late afternoon. I must have been like 2.5 years old. And she hears me sobbing. So she comes to my bedroom and I've got this little Mickey Mouse record player. And I'm playing this song over and over. And it's from a French character, it's not French, right?
Yeah.
On the TV. It was a sad song. So I'm crying and Mom's going, what's going on? I'm crying, you know, like, why? It's the song, you know, but why don't you take it off? I like it. So that, I guess, is the earliest sign that music moved me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I listen to. Because it's all, I always find that it's such a comfort, music on every angle. It's beautiful.
Again, it's sort of the same question I asked you, but now picture that a kid just like a little Kai is now in some way moved by your music. You said that it's a passing of the torch and it's something that, you know, music just does, but how does it make you feel?
Well, proud, and that is a sense of accomplishment, that's for sure, and that you're doing something right after so many years, like, you know, because I went to the class and, you know, get a real job, and, you know, the total cliche fucking, you know, kid life of, you know, this is just a dream, what are you really going to do with your life? And still, you know, sometimes what do you really do?
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
So,
That's,
you know, you decide if that's what you really want to do. I mean, it makes for a great hobby too, but, you know, you're going to be in your bedroom and that's where you're going to be all your life. That's why I said, if you totally dedicate, because I'm talking to a fan right now, if you totally dedicate yourself to this, then you're it, you know, and you're going to be it, then it's going to get you somewhere. Not necessarily at the place where you think you're going to go, because you know, there's some things you can't really plan, you know, you go on tour and you get a flat tire in the middle of wherever, and, you know, like those are not things that you can plan, but you take all these things in because it makes you go to the next place to play again, and it's all part of the process.
Why do you think, Kai, that of all the bands in the world, of all the people that play music, you know, of all the bands out there, for some reason fans really seem to gravitate towards our band? Why do you think it's happening for us? Why is this band getting bigger?
I truly enjoy it. Like, and that's it, man. Like, some of the corporate TV stations have asked us these questions, man, and then, how come you're different? It's because we truly enjoy it, and when we get to leave and then travel this country and soon other countries, man, it's just, that's where we're at our best, because that's what we enjoy doing. It's a freedom, you know? We get to do what we do best, and better than most, we think, you know? And we get to do it, you know?
Yeah, to finish off, Kai, just, you know, we're just sitting here, we're just talking, just so people can see what, you know, a little bit about each of us. Just say something to the fans. Just finish off by saying something to the fans that like your music and the people that are just discovering it now.
Hopefully our music brings you to a really nice place. And for you younger people out there, save your money and travel. It's important to travel to see how good it is to be in Canada. Right on.
Cool.